Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my review for the new map pack for Battlefield 3, Back to Karkand. Now, I'm going to give you a warning right now. For the people that aren't subscribers to me and really want to know informative details about each and every map, go look up a Wikipedia or something, go look up a different review. Here, I'm just going to freeform it. I'm just going to do what I usually do. If you don't know what I usually do, I just turn the camera on and I talk about something. Alright, I don't write a script out or anything. I memorize stuff a little bit and then I talk about it. And if I screw something up, too bad. So, I'm not here to make a fantastic review. I'm just here to give out my thoughts. So if you're looking for an informative review, go somewhere else. Just giving you a quick warning right there. Let's talk about this map pack now. If you do not know what the map pack for Battlefield 3, the first one, Back to Karkand, is, it's actually a free map pack if, and only if, you got the limited edition of Battlefield 3. Pretty much if you got Battlefield 3 on release day, and I did, so I got it for free. But if you don't have it, if you didn't get it for free, which means you didn't get a code for it, then it's 1,200 Microsoft points on Xbox 360 or $15 on PSN. Now let's talk about it. In this map pack, you don't only just get maps, you also get a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about the maps first. You get 4 maps in this game. You get, in the DLC, you get Strike at Karkand, which is the title map, pretty much the title of the DLC at least. So that's the main map. You get Wake Island, you get Gulf of Oman, or Oman, O-M-A-N. Oman, okay, I'll just call it Oman, and Sharkey Peninsula, or Shaquina Peninsula, like I keep calling it. So you get those 4 maps, and just like in typical Battlefield fashion, they're all huge maps, and to be honest, a lot of them are very similar to me. I know many people are going to tell me, well, there's this and this that are different. I just didn't really notice them with these maps, really. These maps, I'll say right here, they're very well detailed. They are great. They have a lot to do in them. A lot of places to hide out or something, or sneak into a building or something that's ruined, or, a ruined building. There's a lot of stuff you could do in these maps. But I'm going to say right here, the 3 out of the 4 maps here are very similar to each other. Okay, those 3 are Sharkey Peninsula, no, not Wake Island. That's the only one that's not, actually. Strike at Karkand and Gulf of Oman are very similar to each other because it's pretty much, you start off in a ruined city. That's it. A city that has pretty much been destroyed and there's buildings lying around and stuff, and you can go in them and pretty much go to the top or something if you want to snipe and stuff. They're very similar to each other. There is small differences here and there, like I think Strike at Karkand is a very vehicle-centric map, so you can get into a tank, I guess tank-centric map, because everybody was using tanks on that freaking map. So there's a lot of vehicle usage in that map, and I noticed in the Sharkey Peninsula, a lot of people were using these new vehicles you get that I just call them buggies, because that's pretty much what they are. So you get these new vehicles to use in that, and a lot of people were using that. So there's some differences between these 3 maps, but for the most part, they're still very similar, but still very well detailed, and luckily, unlike Battlefield 3, really destructible. In this game, in this DLC at least, it's very destructible. Battlefield 3 was a little light on the destructible elements, because Bad Company 2 was so good with that. You could actually blow up a building and topple it. I didn't notice if you could actually do that because I didn't try yet, but you can blow up like barricades everywhere. There's a lot of barricades you can blow up and stuff. If you're in a tank, you can blow up pretty much everything you see. I don't know if buildings topple over because they're huge buildings, so I would probably say no, but you can still blow up a lot of stuff in here. So if you really like destructible environments, this definitely makes it much better in this DLC. So anyway, those 3 maps are great. They are really well detailed and very fun to play, but there's not huge differences between them. Now, let's get into Wake Island, which if you play Battlefield 1943, you'll be very familiar with, because it's pretty much that, except they changed a lot of stuff. They, of course, changed a lot of stuff, but the whole concept is still the same. You start off on a ship, a battleship, and you are on a ship, and there's jets and helicopters everywhere. So you're like, alright, this is going to be a jet and helicopter-centric map. You get in one, and you just dogfight. That's pretty much the whole map. You go around and blow everybody up, okay? And that is so awesome when you're not even in the jet. And in a jet, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's kind of hard to control, but you'll get used to it. It's a lot of fun with a jet, but when you're on ground and you're watching these jets just like pass by and shoot each other, and you're here freaking blowing things up and throwing claymores at a freaking tank and stuff, or you're in a tank and blowing stuff up on the ground, it's awe-inspiring. It really is. I love that about Battlefield 1943, and they brought that map into Frostbite 2's engine, and it looks phenomenal. It really does. It's amazing looking. You know, just all the stuff you see. Thank God they brought that map in, because I love that map in Battlefield 1943. I think that's one of my favorite maps in Battlefield history. Thank God they brought it into here, because I love that map. I really, really do. Okay? So that map is, to me, worth at least $5 or even $10 right there, because I love that map so much. But you get 4 maps for $15, and you get a bunch of new weapons to use, a bunch of new vehicles, like I mentioned before. You get a bunch of different rewards, because if you don't know, Battlefield does a reward system where if you like unlock you know, different levels for each weapon, you'll get new stuff like new sights and stuff. You get more of that. You of course get new achievements and new trophies, whatever one you play as. I mean, whatever system you play on. Xbox achievements, PSN trophies. So you get a lot of stuff. You do get a lot of stuff for $15, and you get a lot of stuff considering that if you got it already, day one, you get it for free. So this map pack is well done. It really is. You get 4 really highly detailed maps. Sure, they were in other Battlefield games. I forgot to mention that before. But still, they brought it to the Frostbite engine, and they look phenomenal. They're very fun to play with. New vehicles, new weapons, new achievements, new rewards. That's what I'm trying to think of. So you get a lot of stuff in this game. So if you really want this DLC and you don't have Battlefield Limited Edition, you didn't get the online code that lets you go and pretty much automatically get the pack, then I would actually say if you love Battlefield 3, get this, because it is definitely worth it. I would actually give this map pack, I'm just going to give it a straight up score. I'm going to give it, out of a 50 rating of course, I'll give it a 46 out of a 50, because it is a great DLC. Alright, great maps, highly well detailed, better destruction, more weapons to play around with, a couple new vehicles. You get a lot of stuff in this $15 map pack. This is worth $15. If you hate Call of Duty where they just go, oh, here's $15, here's a bunch of maps that you played already in the last edition, except they're in this game. So here's $15. I mean, give us $15. Here's your maps. That's all you get. No achievements, no anything else. If you're tired of that, you really want huge, expansive maps that are well detailed, very fun to play with, and a bunch of additional stuff and achievements, then you come to the right place, because Battlefield 3 gives you that. Back to Karkand is a great map pack. There you go. 46 out of a 50, 9.2 out of 10 if you want to turn it into a 10 rating. So anyway, there you go. There's my review for Back to Karkand. Hope you liked it. I love this map pack. It's great. Best map pack this year. Easily. So anyway, there you go. Thank you and goodbye.